Let's read, shall we? Let's dance. Okay, so, hi. I am here to read an entire series, an entire romance series. So let me show you said romance series. Here is said romance series. This is the King Dynasty series. It follows 5 siblings, and here are the books. Now, let's do some background information. I read book 1 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, for another vlog already on my channel, reading 36 authors so that I can know who I want to buy from for the Southern Hearts and Signed Kisses. You can see that video. I'll leave a card for it. Now, I gave this book 3 stars. I think in that video, I made it seem like I really did not like the book, but that is not the case. I gave it like a 3-star. It was good. It just wasn't a fave of mine. And I think that kind of showed up, the sadness that of getting a 3-star kind of showed up in the video, making it seem like I hated the book, I think, but that's not the case. I didn't hate the book. It was a 3-star, which is not bad at all. But then a couple days ago, I was like, I had a plan of reading at least 10 physical TBR books a month, and so then by the end of the year, I would have less than like 100 books on my physical TBR. A lot less than 100 books, actually, like less than like 50, most likely. So I was like, the best way to do that is to read like full series that I have on my shelves. So I have the full series of the King Dynasty. So a couple days ago, I read book 2, which is called King's Proposition. And it was so good. It was so good. It was top tier. It was 4.5 stars. So let me tell you about book 1. Book 1 is called King's Distraction. And basically every book follows a sibling. Every sibling owns their own resort. They are a Black Dynasty family. His resort had a winery and things like that. So his love interest was a sommelier. And it was a top tier type of business. I love the business in these, and I really enjoyed the book, but at the same time I just didn't connect with the characters. They were a little bit too bland for me, but I really liked them. His name was Zion or Zion, I don't know, no, Zeno. His name was Zeno and her name was Iesha, and it was good. 3 stars. Then I read book 2. In book 2, her name is Sarai and his name is Kyrie, and her resort is not a sex dungeon, but like it's a adults only sexual pleasure resort. None of her family really knew what she was really doing or into. Like Zeno had his suspicions because he's the oldest and he's like their dad figure type of thing, but no one really knew. And the main guy in this, Kyrie, that's where they met and they were dipping and doing it. The smut in here, amazing. The romance in here, amazing. It was top tier. Honestly, I don't know why it's not a 5-star. It probably should be. Maybe I'll change the rating to a 5-star because I have no problems with this book. None whatsoever. So, top tier. And I really liked it. It was so good. So then I was like, I should do a vlog for this because I'm very much into these books. Because book 3, which is called King's Catch, is the book I'm on now. I only read 1 chapter before I had this whole idea of making a vlog for it. And this follows Darian, who is like the troublemaker of the siblings. He is the one who sleeps around a lot. He gives off like the youngest kid vibe, and I think he might be, I'm not sure. I think book 5 has the youngest girl. I don't remember. But he gives off youngest sibling vibes, and I love that for him. But also, the thing one thing that I love about indie romances, indie black romances specifically, is that they usually don't have third act breakups or conflicts that make me roll my eyes. And the dedication or the dedication in this book says, for all the girlies looking for a high drama romance, this is not it. Like, it's a low stakes thing. I love low stake romances. Oh my gosh, okay. And it's just crazy because I just love it. It's so good. I would also recommend, if you guys are reading this on Kindle, because it's on KU, if you guys are reading this on Kindle, I would highly recommend pressing the link to the resorts, because it shows you images of the resorts, how they look, how the characters look, what the resort has in it. And I don't know what Darian's resort has yet. We haven't gotten there. So let's do a little recap. He has a winery and vineyard resort, right? This is Zeno. He's the oldest. Then we have Sarai, and she has an adults only sexual pleasures resort in this top tier. So we have 3 books left to read for this vlog. We have King's Catch with Darian. We have King's Surrender with, whose book is this? Which sister is this? Zara. Oh. And this has 2 guys on the cover, and I love a reverse harem or poly situation. I love it. I especially love it even more if one of the men is bi. I do not know if that's the case here, but I love it. I love it. I don't know if that's the case here or if this is like a love triangle. I don't know, but there's 2 men on the cover, so I only hope. And then we have King's Release, which is, this is Kinsley's book. I don't know how I feel about this one, because this is a second chance romance and I don't like that. And especially since this is the sibling who we have heard the most about in books 1 and 2. And even in chapter 1 of book 3 that I read, we heard a lot. Basically, her husband is embarrassing the hell of her, cheating on her, doing a whole bunch of stuff. She comes to like their family dinners depressed and just out of it and horrible. So I don't like, literally the first line is second chance. And I don't like most second chance romances. And I don't like that. Like, we have gotten so much about her, specifically about her relationship, like how every sibling hates her husband, because she's the only one who was married prior to these books being formed, the world being formed. Every sibling hates her romance, her relationships. Every sibling feels bad for her and wants her to divorce him. Like, it's just crazy. And for that to have a second chance, I don't know about that. I don't know. But I've been wrong about Miss Iesha Bree before, because I thought I wasn't going to like the series because of book 1. And here we are. So let's get into it. I'm ready to read. Let's get it. Oh, let's go. Oh, I also made myself a pinkety drinkety. This is just like a berry spritzer type thing. And I have my water. And I have my comfy couch. I have my sweatshirt. And I have my fan on. It's a reading time. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's go. All right, so much has happened. I'm 54 pages in, at the beginning of another chapter. So let's talk about Darian first. Darian runs a resort like all the other siblings does. His is like a beachfront resort with like kind of like a mall attached. It's a place that you and your girlfriends will go to have a girls' night. And his love interest, Eva, runs a lingerie store inside his resort. And the basis is Eva has a boyfriend this time. He's an NFL player, and his name is Romeo. And they've been having up and downs for a while. He is a serial cheater, and this is the last chance he's getting. We start with he's a playboy. He sleeps around like it's nobody's business. And while he's sleeping around, he literally gets a knock on his door from a social worker with a baby in her hands who's 3 years old. Her mom passed away in a car accident, and it's his. His name is on the birth certificate and everything like that. He did not know she existed. And the thing is, he is confused of how his name got on the birth certificate because he didn't sign anything. He wasn't there because he didn't know. So I'm pretty sure these next couple chapters is them figuring out what happened. But at the same time that was going on, Eva was getting proposed to by her boyfriend. And mind you, the morning of this proposal, they're having an argument about her and Darian being too close because they have been best friends since they were children. And when she walks into, and then they planned a date for that night, and when she walks into the room, she's like, all his coworkers are here, but my family's not here. His family's not here. Like, who is this proposal for? As he's on his knees saying, like, will you marry me? She gets a text from Darian saying code blue, which is like his family and like the friends that are close to them, their universal sign, like something is seriously wrong. And it turns out he has a daughter and he's confused, right? And that's where we end off. We end off with him being like, I will take on this responsibility of being a father. I just have to get, like, this is a bachelor's pad, so I have to get this house ready. I have to tell my family. And they end off sleeping together. Not like, let's get it on, sleeping together, but as in, it's time to go to bed, sleeping together, which they do often. They literally sleep in the same bed often. Not often, because she has a whole man, but like, often enough. And that's where we ended off. And I'm really enjoying it so far. He is the youngest. He has this whole, he's known for having messed up things happen. Like, he's known for ruining things, and this is another example of that. Like, a child is not something that is ruining things, but you know what I mean. And he's growing up, and at least he's trying to grow up, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm starting to get hungry. There's pizza in the oven, so I'm gonna go get that. And I'll see you back when I start reading again. Bye. Alright, so I have 100 pages left of King's Catch, and I'm very much enjoying it. It's very good so far. So basically, since the last time I updated you, what has happened? Darian and his family went to the mall to get baby stuff. So like mainly his sisters and his mom and Eva, which is the main female character, went to go get baby stuff. While the guys went to get like a dad car, like a SUV type car. And while at the baby store, Eva saw her ex, who she had just broken up with, after the whole proposal thing, with his assistant, and he was rubbing her belly and they had a kiss. She saw that. She was like, so you were saying all this stuff, you were talking all this rah about how I embarrassed you and all this stuff when you had a girl pregnant while you were asking me to marry you. Punch. You know, that's how it went. Exactly like that. That's how it went. And now Darian asked her to move in with him to help with the whole. It's not a baby. She's 3 years old, but the whole child situation. And she said yes because they're like this. She has started since she broke up with her ex. She has started to feel feelings for him, like little butterflies and things like that. But she was like, I don't think he's at that place. She was basically like, I don't want to put more on him than necessary since he has a whole brand new child he didn't know about. But where I just left off at, they had their first kiss, which is, it was quite sweet. They are in this tent. The little child, what's this child's name? Mahogany and Eva are dressed like Princess Tiana, and he's dressed in most likely like Prince Naveen, I think. And they're in the tent and they're watching Princess and the Frog, and she fell asleep in between them, and they had their first kiss. And the only problem I have so far is there's not enough smut. There hasn't been any smut. Well, at the beginning of the book there was, because he was dipping and doing it with some random woman. But I don't care about that. I don't want that. I didn't ask for that. I want smut between them. So hopefully we get that soon, I guess. But I have 100 pages left and it's going well. So let's get into these last 100 pages, shall we? I just finished King's Catch. So, what do I have to say about said book? I'm giving it a 4-star. This was really good. My favorite is still book 2 at the moment. So the ratings right now would go book 2, book 3, then book 1. And it was amazing. I really liked this is best friends to lovers. Book 2 was like sex buddies to lovers, and then book 1 was like mild enemies to lovers, and I have enjoyed all 3 of them, but book 2 is still my fave. I really like this one. I like how in the dedication she was like, for all the girlies who want all the drama, it's not gonna be that much drama. And there was a lot of drama. Like, there was a lot of drama. There just wasn't drama in the relationship, which I like. A book can have drama in it without it being drama of the relationship. And I think some of y'all girlies be getting that mixed up. Anyways, this was great. I'm kind of getting tired. So we shall read book 4 probably tomorrow, actually. Who knows? But yeah, great time. I'll see you tomorrow when I start reading book 4, which is called King's Surrender. Period. Hello. I'm in bed and I haven't started book 4 yet, but it's right here next to me. See? It's right here next to me. And I will start to read it probably after I finish watching this Olivia Reads a Latte vlog for her read on Inaholic. I will start reading book 4, and I'm hoping I like it. I love a good throuple moment. I hope that's what this is a throuple moment. Maybe a love triangle. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. And I'm not even using my microphone right now because I'm in bed. But yeah, we'll start soon. Okay, bye. All right, hello everyone. I am officially 50 pages into King's Surrender, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot. So in this book, we follow, her name is Zara King, and her resort is also a casino, and she's revamping everything right now. And the main guy is Kane Williams, and Kane is a single father who has a pretty good like co-parenting relationship with the mother of his child. And right now we know Zara is the most straightforward but also the most distant sibling of the 5. She's also like, she is very confident in herself, and she can like go up to a man and introduce herself and ask him for his number and do all the things, which she did with him. It was Zane at the club, but he works for her. He gets a lot of jobs from her because he is a woodworker, I believe. And right now she just realized that he had a son because his son got into a fight at school, so he got suspended for a week. So he took him to his work with him, and she was gonna like go flirt with him, and she saw his son, and her whole demeanor kind of changed. So what I'm thinking is she lost a child in her past and nobody knows about it. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know yet. And Kane is like, I'm not messing with her because she seems like the type to keep him and leave him, or she seems like the type to have multiple men, multiple people on the roster, and he wants something stable for him and his child. And she's also dealing with, if there ever was a name, a munch or a simp, it will be Byron is his name. And she basically like, I just keep him because he's a eater. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. He's rich, but she said it herself, like he doesn't know what to do with a woman who has her own money and is rich just like him. but she likes to play best around with him. So Kane is like, yeah, no, I'm not for it. I want something that's just one and two. So I'm guessing the two people on this cover is Byron and Kane, but I don't think it's gonna be a throuple or anything like that. I think it's gonna be a love triangle, and it's not really a love triangle because she don't really like Byron like that. She just likes to dip and do it with him. So I don't know. Because reading the back of this book mentions Byron 0%, yet there's two men on this cover. But I'm 50 pages in. I'm about to go to the gym in like 30 minutes. Starting to get a little sleepy, so go to the gym, finish this and take a nap, or take a nap and then finish this. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Bye. Alright, hi everyone. I'm back from the gym and I took a shower. I'm back in my pajamas. I'm back in my bed, as I should be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to get back into reading. This book is 235-ish pages. 56 pages in. So we have less than 200 pages, and I plan on finishing it today, probably while I'm sitting here. So let's get into it, shall we? Hello, everyone. I have finished King's Surrender, and I really enjoyed this book. I'm gonna give it. I think I liked it. Did I like it more than book three? I think I liked it more than book three. So it would get a 4. I'm not gonna give it a 4.5. I think book one is around a 3. Okay, I'll tell you my final ratings at the end after I read the 5th and final book. But I think this is in second place right now. I don't know for sure. I think so though. Second place? I don't know. It was just really good. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time reading it. I do think I love these covers, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that enough, that I love these covers. They are top tier covers. I do think this cover is a little misleading because one of these men is not like the other, let me tell you. Things go awry in the book and things happen. And there's a whole subplot going on of stalking and bad things, let's just say. But it looks like she's either trying to choose between the two, or she's like gonna be in a polyamory type thing or a throuple or whatever, and that is not the case whatsoever. But I still enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it immensely, and yeah, I read it in two sittings, and it was quite good. I would give, so far, my favorite sibling is Sarai from book 2, but I'll give you all the stats at the end of all my favorite characters, my books in order, and all the things. But I'll see you guys for the 5th and final book of this video. Bye! Hello, everyone, and we are back here to read the 5th and final book in the King Dynasty series. This is book 5, King's Release, and I believe I said in a different clip earlier that I thought I wasn't gonna like this because it was a second chance romance, and I thought it was a second chance romance between her and her husband, who we learned throughout the first 4 books is not a great guy. But I believe this is a different person that she has a second chance with, someone from earlier in her life, I believe. So I should enjoy this a lot more. I'm not the biggest fan of second chance romances, so if I give this a good rating, you know it's a good second chance romance, because I don't have many on my shelves or that I've read that I've liked. So we will be starting this one today. This is how many pages? All of them are around the same amount, like 250-ish pages. So this one is 241 pages, which is not bad at all. And I'm very excited to read it. I just finished working out and eating lunch, so I don't want to take a shower while someone's in this house because we have someone fixing the front door of our home right now, and I don't want to shower while there's a random person fixing the house. So I was like, while I'm waiting, might as well continue to read. So that's what we're going to do. This is the final book in this series. Let's get it and let's go. Hello. So we are officially 57 pages into this book. I'm trying to not get a glare. And so let me tell you what it's about. Basically, this is the fifth and final sibling. She's not the youngest, but before the book series even begins, she's married. It is not a good marriage. He cheats, he belittles, he is very disrespectful towards her. So throughout the first four books, you see like the decline of her mental, and the decline of her marriage. None of her siblings like it, or like her marriage or anything. And at the beginning of this book, you see a couple times her being like, "I'll give you another chance. I'll give you another chance." And then finally, the last straw that broke the camel's back, they get a divorce, and she realizes, okay, I've been neglecting myself, and so she's starting anew. And her second chance romance comes into play with, she used to date this guy back when they were like teenagers, I think, or early 20s. He was friends with her brother, and no one knew that they had a relationship. None of her siblings knew that she had a relationship with him. And now they're seeing each other for the first time in years and years and years. Now that she's divorced, he's basically a R&B superstar, like an Usher type beat. And he brought her on stage, did a little dancey dance, and now they're going to hang out in Vegas because one of the other sisters just got married in Vegas. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted the whole Elvis experience. So that's why they're in Vegas, and he's doing, I'm guessing, like a Vegas like show there. And yeah, that's where we're at in this book. I'm very excited to see where this goes. He's already talking about how like they missed out on so much and he wants her back. So obviously it's not gonna be crazy. It's only 240 something pages, and they're gonna love each other and love each other very easily, very quickly, which I love. I love easy romance. That's a big thing for me. So these books have been chef's kiss for me. But that's where we're at in the book. Also, the resort she owns, because everybody has like a certain niche, hers is like a spa day retreat type beat. So that's what she does. So I think at the end of this video, at the end of this book, I'm gonna rate the books that I liked, the siblings, and then the resorts. And I'm gonna have a good old time with that. But yeah, I am 57 pages in. I'm about to play my little matching game while I like listen and read, and then I'll see you guys at the end when I finish the book. Okay, so I have officially finished all 5 of the King Dynasty books. So I wanted to first go over my ranking of all 5 books, the order from least favorite to favorite. So my least favorite is book 1, which is King's Distraction. I would give this a 3-star. I just didn't connect with the characters or the story as much as I would have liked to, and but the relationship was still a solid relationship. But I wasn't like for the main guy, and I love to be for the main guy, and I just wasn't that. So still a good book, still a good story. I just didn't connect as much as I wanted to. My number 4 is the one I just finished, which is book 5, King's Release. I have kind of the same opinions as I do for book 1 with this book. The only reason it got a 3.5, and that was mainly because all of the characters were in this book. All of them are known in this book. And I like the dynamic of her story, which is coming out of a divorce and things like that. I just, again, didn't connect as much as I wanted to. But that's mainly it. Now, my top 3. In third place, I'm going to put, this is hard, I'm gonna put King Surrender. This is book 4. And I'm going to say I gave this a 4-star, I believe. This was really, really good. I don't know. It's just third place because the other two are like my faves, I think. I'm trying to see, should number 4 be in third place or should number 2 be in third place? Which means you already know which first place. Yeah, okay. I like this one. I'm gonna put this one in third place. Nothing crazy reason why, but it just is. In second place, we have King's Catch, and I like this one a lot. I also like that this had like OCD in it, but I don't think it was discussed as OCD but it felt like it was. I think because everybody knows that he has it, the brother has it, it's not a big thing for the story or like the characters in the story, which is interesting. I don't know. But I like this one a lot. I like the friends to lovers. Top tier. So at number 1, we gotta say it. It's King's Proposition. This one is top tier. This is book number 2. Top tier. Chef's Kiss. I adored it and I loved it. At first I gave it a 4.5, but thinking back, I had no problems with this book whatsoever, so I think it's going to get a 5-star. And it was just so good. The relationship was good. I think he's my favorite MMC, Kyrie. He was top tier. I love this man. And he's a man of few words. Let's just say that. And I just liked it a lot. So now we're going to do the least interesting to most interesting resorts. And in my opinion, in last place will be book 5's resort, which is the sister I just read from. Because for most of this book, we weren't even in the same state as her resort. So we didn't get enough of what was going on in her resort or anything like that. So I don't even know what it's mainly. It's like a wellness resort. So there's yoga and spas and things like that. But I just don't know enough about it. So she's going to go in 5th place. And in 4th place, I would say book 3's resort. Because his wasn't really defined well. It's like a beach resort type thing with like a mall in it. That is not as interesting to me, but I still liked it. I still really enjoyed hearing about it because his FMC, she had a boutique in said mall, which is interesting. My number 3 would be book 4's because it was a casino type resort, which is interesting. I just never been to a casino. We were mainly talking about like the resort part of the casino resort because the male main character was renovating like furniture for the rooms. But I find that very interesting. A casino resort. Maybe there's some out there I really don't know. Number 2 would be the winery resort. That just seems like a good time. Drink wine, have a good time. So that's book 1, the winery, top tier. And then the number 1 resort is the adults only sex resort or pleasure resort, I believe it's called, because I don't think you have to have sex, But it's just interesting and spicy, and there's different sectors of it. And I think that in book 1 most likely are the ones that went into the resort the most, and like we knew the most about the resort because that was a main thing in book 1 and in book 2. So yeah. And now the siblings, we're ranking the siblings. In my opinion, number 5 would be Kinsley. I just feel like this is personally, her siblings say it in the book, but you don't have respect for yourself. You don't show up for yourself as much as you should. Towards the end of the book, she does. I just, I don't know. I don't connect to her that well. And then number 4 would be Zeno from book 1. Is very like hard-headed and can't look past things if it's his way or the highway. And that was why it was like a enemies to lovers type thing between him and the FMC of his book at the beginning, because he couldn't get over certain things. And even in book 5, he still has that problem in certain ways. Like sometimes he speaks before thinking, he speaks only on emotions. And my number 3 pick is Darian, because I really enjoyed his book and his relationship with his FMC. However, before he got with his FMC, he was a very dirty boy, and I didn't like the way he didn't treat women badly, but he treated them not the greatest, in terms of doing it and then you're leaving, and it was just very he didn't treat them as they were valuable just because they weren't valuable to him, because he only had interest in one person. And I think you should have value in every woman that you date or have sex with, even if you know you're not going to be with that person forever, you know. My second place would be Zara from book 4. I liked her a lot. She was very forward. She was very she did things right, in my opinion, for a lot of time. However, the way she drew out relationships was too much for me sometimes. So the way she drew out her relationship with her ex Byron was a little bit too long and led people on for a little bit too long in certain senses, and she didn't communicate as well. But that was her trauma, and he helped, the male main character helped her with that, and she realized, oh, I cannot go into a relationship without communicating well. So she starts to learn how to do that, and I really enjoyed that. You guys know I love a book with good communication. And my number 1, again, is Sarai. I love book 2. Can you tell I love book 2? But she was like, you don't want to be with me? Then we're stopping this all. Like, it's called a proposition for a reason. She's top tier. And I like her throughout all the other characters' books. And she was just a great time. And she knew what she was doing, period. I just love her. I love her whole personality. I find no faults. But yeah. So that is the King Dynasty series by Iesha Bree. I would like to do this more with other series as well. So if you have any recommendations, or if you see something, well, you can't see them behind me, these are my red shelves, but let me know if you've seen anything on my shelves, I have, that you would like me to do the whole series of fantasy, romance, with whatever. I might do the last 2 books of the Plated Prisoner series together, but we'll see. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great reading day. Bye.